this is Kannagi and welcome to my YouTube channel. So for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Kannagi and I have been in Canada for around 5 years now. I've been working with IBM as a technical manager, and besides that I also make YouTube videos just to help people out. So let's get started for today's video. So today's video is going to be about the mobile phone plans and networks available here in Canada. I stay in Halifax, so it's going to be more focused on the plans about Halifax. But with that being said, the mobile phone plans and networks are very similar all over Canada. So it shouldn't be a problem if you are watching this video and not coming to Halifax. Now, when you come internationally, first 2 days, if you're not able to get a SIM card or a mobile phone for yourself, it's going to be fine because there is Wi-Fi all over. So if you have a mobile phone of your own, you can always put in the network and the Wi-Fi, and you should be able to call your home or anybody you're feeling like calling. But again, as I always say, mobile network plan is really important, because if you want to go for your part-time jobs or if you want somebody to connect with you, you really need to give them your cell number. So it's very important that you hold a SIM card when you come here to Canada. So today in this video, I'm going to divide my video in 4 parts. The first part is going to talk about the different mobile networks that are available here in Canada. The second part is going to talk about which mobile phones are good and how you can buy a phone here in Canada. The third part is going to be some of my recommendations that I want to give you about mobile phone plans and networks. And the fourth one is going to talk about what plan do I use, what phone do I have, and also what phone and mobile network my husband holds, so we can draw some comparisons there. So do watch my video till the end, and also let me know how do you like it. Now let's talk about the first part, which is what are different networks that are available in Canada. So there are 3 tiers of network providers that are available here. The tier 1 consists of Bell, Rogers and TELUS. These are like that primary or the parent companies, which are little expensive, but their network quality, network connection is really good. So irrespective wherever you're going, or irrespective if you're staying in basement or anything else, their network is always good. So sometimes when we are going out from the city and we are not available in downtown, these parent companies' network always work. So they are good in that regards. So if you're someone who is looking for an exceptional network and is ready to pay a little more extra cost, then you should definitely go with one of the parent companies, that is Bell, Rogers or TELUS. Let's talk about tier 2. Tier 2 has Fido, KooDo and Virgin Mobile. So these are little less expensive as compared to the first ones, and these are basically the sister companies of the parent companies that I talked about. I feel their network is really good as well, until unless you decide to go away from the city, then it might be little less, but otherwise overall I still feel their network is really good because I use KooDo myself. Now the last and the third tier consists of Freedom Mobile and Charter Mobile, and these have very affordable options, especially for students. Maybe their network is not as great as the first and the second tier, but again, with that being said, sometimes it's also about affordability, because if you can afford a little less expensive, especially when you are a student, network is not something that you're actually very much looking for, because you will be mostly inside the city, and second thing, there is Wi-Fi everywhere. So yeah, look for favorable options, look for affordable options. So now I just gave you a huge lot of information where I share different networks, and I am pretty sure if you're watching this video at this point, you're kind of confused on what network plan should you choose. Now what I would suggest is it depends on person to person. I am a sort of person who doesn't need a huge amount of data because there is Wi-Fi everywhere. But if you're someone who needs gigs of data because you like hearing Apple Music, and when you're driving you probably need songs all the time, or maybe if you're reading or something else, then go for that kind of plan. At the similar time, if I go outside, I definitely don't need to count my minutes, so I need unlimited Canada-wide calling. So I do look for that kind of option in my plan. But at the same time, if you think that you do not need unlimited calling in the in your mobile plan, then you can choose for certain amount of minutes that you can pick up in the plan. Now, with that being said, all of the options here in Canada are postpaid, so you do not get option of a prepaid SIM card like we have in India or any other international country you're coming from. So here everything is postpaid, and also the data has to be defined at how much you're looking for. So make sure you choose for the calling network or data. Depending on you, you choose a wise plan and you chalk it out, keeping the expenses in mind. So let me talk about a little bit of voice and data plans that can be available for you. So I am on this Costco's website, which is from Nova Scotia. So I found it really helpful in comparing some of the plans if you want to do it online. So as you can see, version mobile, right? So it shows you that it's an unlimited Canada-wide calling, unlimited messaging, and the 0 MB data included. So it's only for $30. KooDo is again for $30. It has the same thing, the unlimited Canada-wide calling, messaging, but the data is 0 MB. So as you scroll down, you can compare different plans. So let's talk about this KooDo. It says $45 per month, and then it has unlimited Canada-wide calling, unlimited messaging, and the data included here is 3 gigs. So in this way, you can compare different plans. There is also, it goes from lower to higher. So as you come higher, there'll be more and more advantages added to your plan. So if you go up till $80, you can have unlimited Canada-wide calling, unlimited messages, and even 30 gigs of data. So it's all about thinking what you actually need and what is really required for you as an individual. So you can definitely go with multiple plans and share and compare with them, and then finally make a decision on which plan do you need. So you can even do it online. I will leave the link in the description, or you can go to Halifax shopping center and go and check out different booths, as I say, and compare those prices however you want. Now, in addition to all of that, you might have a question that if you need international calling, how can you get that? So for that also there is a solution. You get add-ons that you can add in your plans. So if you want international calling, or if you want international calling deals, you can always reach out to your network provider and tell them you want to have an add-on. So they can give you a couple of deals. So make sure you account for that as well, and make sure you're keeping your bill economical. Also, if you call internationally and you do not have those add-ons, it's gonna cost you too much. It happened in my personal experience. I ended up paying $500 as my phone bill because I didn't see my minutes for international calling, that is to India, had expired, and I kept on calling my parents for more than 60 minutes, or I don't even remember, a lot of minutes, and then I ended up paying $500 as my phone bill, which hurted a lot. Alright, now let's talk about the second part. Which phone you should buy, and how can you buy a mobile phone here in Halifax or in Canada. So there are two ways in which you can buy a new phone here. The first one is you can pay the complete money and buy a new phone. So there are multiple stores who deal in here. So for example, if you're looking forward to buy an iPhone, you can just go to their Apple store or Apple outlet, and you can also go to Best Buy. They carry Android as well as iOS phones, so you can choose whichever phone you want to buy, pay them the complete payment, and get your phone and enjoy it. Now let's talk about the second way, which most of us feel is pretty economical way to get a new phone. So it's a contract based kind of commitment that you do. So many of us feel we anyway pay $50 or a little more than $50 as our phone bill every month, correct? So what you can do is you can tell your provider that I can pay $20 to $30 more. So when you do that, you can get a new phone as well as the network that you want to look for. So for example, if you decide you want to go with TELUS, so you can go to TELUS, you can tell them that I'm gonna take your mobile plan as well as your mobile phone. So they're gonna involve you in a contract for at least 2 years, where you can pay your phone bill as well as $20 to $30 more and get a new phone. So it can be iPhone, it can be an S8, S12, whatever is the latest, and you can enjoy the new phone in that kind of deal. Now, if you decide that after an year you want to switch, you can always do that. You can let them know that you want to complete all your payment, so you can complete and wrap off all the pending payment that's left and move on to the next provider or the next phone, whatever you feel like buying. So let's talk about the third part, which is some of the recommendations or suggestions that I want to give you all through my experience. So if you're someone who has a cellular Apple Watch or is planning to buy a cellular Apple Watch after you come to Canada, you have to go with the first tier companies, which is Bell, Rogers and Telus, because the second tier and the third tier companies are not gonna work with your cellular Apple Watches. So make sure you choose the first tier companies to be your network providers, so that you can use your cellular Apple Watch as well as your phone all as together network, and you just have to pay $10 extra to get a SIM card for your Apple Watch. Now the second tip, you can get a free phone. Yes, you're not dreaming, you heard it right. You can also get a free phone, but it's really a very fortunate, or I must say a lucky situation. Hasn't really happened with me, but some of my friends, they were able to avail some offers in which the provider, they ask you to get into a 2-year contract with them and they give you a free phone. So what does that mean is you have to be with them for complete 2 years. You cannot break that contract if you want a new phone. And if somebody is giving me a free phone, I have no issues in getting a 2-year contract with them. So it's completely fine. You can do that and avail the free phone offer if you are getting one. Now, third tip is watch out for deals. The time during Christmas, Black Friday, Boxing Day, there are huge tons of deals that go around. So what I suggest is look out for those kind of deals. Make sure you avail that offer. One of the deal that I remember happened is where we had to put 0 down payment, and then we could buy the phone as well as the phone plan or the network plan with it. And the network company also gave a $200 cashback. So that's a pretty good deal, and if you get anything like that or anything similar, do avail that and make use of it. Now the fourth tip. So sometimes it happens that you need international calling or you need a little more data that should be provided. I would say rather than just going into an add-on, make sure you make a call to your network provider. Here people are very flexible, especially the companies. They really love their clients and they are always looking for feedback. So make sure you talk with them. Maybe they give you free add-ons just free of cost without charging you money. So make sure you avail that kind of offer and give them a call. They're just a call away. And talking about deals, if you go forward with KooDo, you can use this referral code that I have on my screen. I will also attach the link in the description. It will get you $50 off on your first bill. And one last thing I definitely want to say, make sure you look out for all the expenses that are going on your mobile phones. So as I told you, it happened with me. I ended up calling back home in India when I had finished all my international calling minutes, and my bill shooted up to be $500. So don't be like me who has to pay like $500 on a mobile phone. It really hurts bad. So make sure you keep on a check using the apps. All of these network providers have their own apps, so you can always go in and check out how much international minutes do you have, if you have data, how much data do you have, and you can also sign up for warnings. So say if your data is almost on the verge of completion, or if your unlimited minutes are for calling back home, or if you have a restriction on your minutes, they are almost going to end, it's going to throw up a warning in your message, so you know that it's coming to an end. Either it needs to be extended or you need to be stopped using it. So watch out for those things. It's little tricky and risky, which can cause you money, and of course we don't want to spend that extra money. Alright, so let me tell you about my phone plan and my husband's phone plan. So I use KooDo. I have been with KooDo since the time I came here. Has been giving good service. The network is good too, and I pay around $60 phone bill every month. I have got unlimited calling minutes, unlimited messaging. Well, unlimited messaging is with all the networks. I've got 5 gigs of data. So my husband is with Rogers, which is the first tier company. His phone bill is around $55 per month, in which he has unlimited calling, unlimited messaging, because it's with everyone here in Canada. They all have unlimited messaging. Plus, he also had 5 gigs of data originally, but then he took advantage of the plan. So he called up Rogers and they ended up giving him 10 gigs of additional booster data. So now he has 15 gigs of data. So you can take advantage of that when we are driving around. We just use his internet to listen to songs. So more data is never bad. But yes, again, with that being said, there is Wi-Fi all over. So even if you don't end up getting a deal that gives you huge gigs of data, you have advantage to take off Wi-Fi. So don't worry about that. Some more differences about first tier and second tier, since we both use it. When I go home back in India, my husband's network always picks up, so his Rogers always work. But even though my phone is unlocked, KooDo doesn't work in India, so that network is not available. I'm making that sure now only. But since he's with me, so I can always use calling from his mobile. So take a wise decision. Make sure you compare and contrast all of these deals. Make sure you talk to different people in the booths and think about it, that what is that thing that matters you the most, and take a decision after that. Well, that's the entire information that I wanted to provide you today. And with that, I end this video today. I hope you liked it, and I hope all this information helped you at least a little bit. And if you still have questions, make sure you put it in the comments section. And if you have any other topics that you want to hear about, shoot it in the comments. And do give this video a thumbs up if you already haven't. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, as I always say, make sure you subscribe to my channel and you get all the updates. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.